Hi everyone, good morning. The topic today we are going to explain is about coronavirus. So here, coronavirus is one of the uh, trending. This is the most disease talk of the town all over the world. So what is a coronavirus? The whole family of coronaviruses are named coronavirus because corona means crown. If seen under microscope, it refers to the way it looked like. Some of them, 4 to 5 different kind. It causes common diseases among human. Everything from the common colds, mild to moderate respiratory illnesses. Other kinds of coronaviruses affect animals, and sometimes, in rare occasions, we see coronaviruses dump from animal species to human population. Now the question is, how did this new coronavirus spread to humans? COVID-19 appeared in Wuhan, a city in China, in December 2019. Although health officials are still tracing the exact source of this new coronavirus, early hypotheses thought it may be linked to a seafood market in Wuhan, China. Some people who visited the market developed viral pneumonia caused by the new coronavirus. A study that came out on January 25, 2020 notes that the individual with the first reported case became ill on December 1, 2019 and had no link to seafood market. Investigations are ongoing as to how this virus originated and spread. Now, we have a lot of questions about coronavirus, and then the other comment said, why is this one getting so much attention now? Well, the 2019 novel coronavirus is getting so much attention now because it is a new kind of coronavirus we haven't seen among humans before. The theory is that it may have jumped from the animal species disease into a human population and then become spreading. We have seen some people that have died because of this disease. And we already know that there are hundreds of thousands of cases all over the world. It's pandemic. People are anxious because we don't know really yet exactly how severe the disease or how far it will spread. How does this virus spread? Well, it transmitted from person to person. Most of the respiratory viruses are spread through by large droplets that came out when people will cough and sneeze. So all you have to do is to stay off for about 6 feet in front of them. They land on surfaces and it can be transmitted between person to person by touching those surfaces. Example, the doorknobs, the door surfaces which are in contact with the infected person. Other viruses can spread over the air and can stay for a further longer of time in small droplet nuclei. For this current 2019 virus, we are not yet really sure whether it is only droplet or airborne transmission. We are taking on the side of caution and taking protection, the same against airborne diseases. Now, the other question said that how dangerous coronavirus it might be. Right now, the cases started in China. There are travelers who brought the cases in different sides of the world. So that's why we have plenty of travel bans from different countries. Because anything you are going to keep in mind that this is a respiratory virus season. And we have other respiratory viruses like influenza that we need to take precaution because this is also one of the leading cause of death every year. Now, how can you avoid getting the virus. Many countries nowadays are doing themselves to identify, isolate, and do community quarantine. Self-quarantine to those who feel it seems like they have to cut the spread of the disease, implementing travel screening to quickly identify patients who can easily contract the disease. Others implementing isolation precaution by using personal protective equipment and other measures to make sure the limit of spread of the virus. So what are the what we call as personal protective equipment? By using face mask, gloves. Now in the hospital, now the infection control there, they completely use gloves, face mask, gown, any eye protective wear, and then if they have the what they call as foot gloves, they are using that one in order to avoid avoidance of the contagious disease, which is infection. Now, what can you do to prevent spreading an airborne disease? Though it is impossible to completely avoid airborne pathogens, there are some things you do need to know, because the chances of getting sick and having this airborne disease is very high. So first is, you are going to avoid close contact with people who have active symptoms of disease. Second, stay home when you're sick. Don't let vulnerable people come close in contact with you. Third, if you must be around others, you should wear a face mask to prevent spreading or breathing in germs. Fourth, you are going to cover your mouth when you are going to cough or sneeze. You are going to use a tissue or your elbow to cut down on the possibility of transmitting the germs or the viruses on your hands. And then you are going to do this as a practice. You are going to wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds, and often, especially after sneezing or coughing. And the last but not the least is, you are going to avoid touching your face or other people with unwashed hands. Because remember, our hands, this is one of the most dirtiest part of our body. Because wherever we go, now this hands is touching public surfaces. So that is all about the coronavirus. Thank you.